Hey everyone, we have got something really special for you today. So I've got my buddy Jordan Feliz here with us.
What's up? So excited.
He is on tour here in Franklin, North Carolina. We have asked the crowd to just chill for a bit so we can knock out a quick video or two.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm so pumped.
Well, cool.
Man.
Well, thank
so
you
excited.
for having us.
Dude.
What do you want to cook today?
Dude, we're gonna cook some tri-tip because it's my absolute favorite, being a California native.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna do a chimichurri to put on top, and yeah, it's gonna be fire. Let's go.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to talk some music,
Yes.
some food, and fellowship.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
This in my soul, saying, child, come on back now. You've been gone too long. Let me lead you back where you belong. Right next to me. Right next to me.
All right, Jordan, first up, we're gonna do this chimichurri. So
Yeah.
my favorite part about this, and really about just cooking in general, is just quick, simple. It's more about the time just hanging out.
Yes.
Experiencing just the cooking process, but
Yep.
we keep it pretty simple and rustic.
Love it.
Nothing like super perfection. So,
Yes, I love that.
okay, cool.
I love that. I'll get to chopping this.
Yep, so we've got fresh garlic we're gonna put in there. And then a little red pepper. You can keep the seeds in there if you want to, if you want it a little bit spicier or not.
I think we should keep them.
I like keeping the seeds. And
Yeah.
then we've got some flat leaf parsley, and then some seasoning, little olive oil, and red wine vinegar.
Love that.
That's easy.
So easy.
Like, easy. That
So
way you can
easy.
just kind of hang out. What do you guys normally do during this time, like that we're not invading, you know what I mean, your personal time before a show?
Yeah, you know, typically, like, we usually will just be kind of chilling. We usually try to go, like, find something that is, like, around the town we're in.
Yeah.
So we love exploring, you know, doing stuff like that. Just because, I mean, when you're traveling all the time, it's one of those things where you really, like, you want to, like, get out. You know, it's kind of like almost counterintuitive to be traveling and to just like sit on the bus all day.
Yeah.
To me, you know, even though I have a lot of friends that do that, you know, that really like keep things, you know, as close to the chest as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, which I am for on certain days, you know, because sometimes you just get tired.
Sweet, that is perfect.
All right. So we're gonna do this guy now.
Yep. So all I do
feel
is I
like-
just cut that off.
Yep.
And then cut it right down the middle.
Sweet.
And then, yep, there you go. And then if you want to keep the seeds in, that's perfect.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down with
A
it.
little spice. Are you gonna have it again? Maybe.
Yeah, so what I would do is just cut it in little strips,
Okay.
and then you can cut it. Yep, perfect.
Sweet.
That way it's simple, rustic.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is we always say keep experimenting.
Dude.
Like, it's never the same.
Every time, right?
That's right.
Yep.
And that's really the part of the cooking that I love.
That's what I love too, man. All for it.
Awesome.
All right. So with this, get rid of this stuff, right?
Yep, so all I would do is usually just start right there.
Okay.
Then pop it off.
Sweet.
Yep, makes it easy.
Yeah.
You got your little bouquet you can
rid of
kind of
that.
throw off. And the beauty is we are almost done. So once we get that in there, we've already got the garlic, we've got our pepper, and then it's just a matter of getting olive oil, red wine vinegar, and seasoning.
Dude, so fast. It's
Yes,
awesome.
super quick. And that's the idea, spending more time hanging out.
Yep.
And as long as you like walk away with all your fingers.
Dude,
Like I
literally,
think last time, that's why I'm
like-
not allowed to cut anymore.
it's like you're cutting in like a in a bush
So it was really like cutting your yard with the scissors. You know what I mean?
with a hatchet.
I'll pop it in, and then
yeah.
we're set, man.
It's not a good situation.
All right,
Dude.
So if
right.
you'll just kind of stir it up, I'll
Yeah.
add. So we're gonna add a cup of olive oil.
Okay.
So we're just gonna put that in there. And if you like it, you know, a little more liquid, you can add a little bit more. Or
Yeah.
if you like it a little more green, you don't have to. We've got some red wine vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. And really, the most important ingredient the Lane's SPF.
Dude,
right?
come on,
So you've got your
every
salt,
time.
your pepper, your garlic, a little bit of kick
Dude.
from the sriracha powder. And as I always tell people, I got kids to send through school, so the more the merrier.
The more-
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
Like,
right,
use
dude.
as much as you can.
Dude, that's right. Dude, I literally use that on a ton of stuff.
Sweet.
It's so awesome. Like,
And it's a
how-
healthy option if you're trying to stay away from things with no sugar.
Yes.
So it's the sugar-free
dude.
option.
Yeah, and it like just elevates everything to like a spot where you're not having to like work extra hard. It's just like you throw a dash on it and just
Easy.
takes it next
Easy.
level.
Instead of adding 5 different things, you
Dude,
can add one.
just one.
That's
There
what
it
we
is.
were trying, a new thing. We're trying to keep things to 5 or 6
Yeah.
ingredients, just
Yep.
to keep it simple and just to do it.
Dude,
So,
it's legendary.
That's it.
Let's go.
Like, it's done. On to the tri-tip.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna reverse sear these tri-tips.
Yep.
So the idea behind that is we're gonna slow cook them at around like 250 degrees. We've got pellet smokers fired up. It's been sitting solid at 250. We're gonna go ahead and get these. So really the quick thing behind it is you wanna trim these cold. So what happens is as that fat starts to warm up, it's gonna start melting, which is gonna make it a little bit harder. Like if you have to do a brisket, it's the same way. So
Yeah. Yep.
these actually, the butcher, we wanted untrimmed tri-tips. So that way, if someone's watching, they would see this and realize like how to kind of get that off.
Yeah, yep. Which I'm learning for the first time too.
Okay.
Because in California, like, it's crazy. This is kind of already done. And
Yeah.
It's like a thing. But living in Nashville now, I've gotten them like this, and I've trimmed them the way
Yeah.
that I feel like maybe it should be done. But I'm actually kind of excited to see
Yeah,
how
so
you
our
do it.
idea is really just to kind of get as much of the fat off
Yeah.
of it as we can.
Yeah.
That way we can get more seasoning to stick, create a better bark
Let's
while
go.
we're smoking it.
Yes.
Just to create more flavor.
Let's go.
So you can ask your butcher though. That's a great point. So in
Yes.
Georgia, a lot of the butchers are really starting to catch on to the tri-tip thing now.
Yeah.
Where if you tell them, they can actually trim them up for you. So
Yes.
always a pro tip, man. Get to know your butcher.
Yeah.
Like the more you know, the better. Like you can go in and say, "This is what I want,"
Yep.
and they're gonna get it for you. So
Yeah.
sharp knives, right? So this basically you can see on the bottom. The bottom doesn't have any layer of fat on it. The top does. And so this is just like the top part of the sirloin. So it's a leaner cut. You've got the fat on top. It's a leaner cut, but it's got so much flavor in
Dude,
there.
it's so good.
And so just being able to smoke it, it's gonna be good. So what we're gonna do is actually take a good bit of this fat off. So, which is what I'll typically do. That way, if you're putting it on one side or the other, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
With the brisket, we tend to keep a little bit of that cap on top, but that's because we're smoking it for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
Where this is at 250 is probably only going to take about an hour, hour
Yeah.
and 15 minutes to smoke to
Yeah.
get up to temp before we remove it to
To sear
sear it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them you can actually take them and you'll be able to pull them all the way off, but
Yeah,
because the camera's on, this one is not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? It never
Yeah.
works that way.
I was just gonna say you can if you want you can come over here to mine because I think mine might be able to do it.
Yeah, I gave you the thicker one, so perfect. All right, so what is your favorite part of being on the road? Like, because you guys are traveling, how often? Like,
Yeah, I
how
mean-
much time is spent?
Yeah, it depends on the year, but typically we're gone for anywhere from 100 to 125 dates a year. There's been more.
Yeah.
In the past too. But I mean, ideally, I would love to be more like 70. But we're just not quite there yet. But that's typically about where we're at.
Yeah.
And it seems to be a pretty good pace,
Yep.
because it keeps you busy, but you're also able to be home, for more than a day.
Yeah.
It feels like when you're up in like the 150 to like 180 show range,
Yeah.
it just feels like you're never home. All right.
So it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to take an attempt
Yeah, see,
at
yours
just,
is actually good.
Yeah, I'm going to take an attempt at just pulling this portion off here, just so maybe we can show people that this might happen for them too.
This is our 9th take, and it still hasn't happened. I'm just kidding.
I can't get a good grip
It's not
on
gonna. I think what's gonna happen, you're gonna have to get up underneath.
I'm going to have to get under there. Yep.
But the key really is having that fat being cold and using a really sharp knife.
Yeah.
And also realizing that even if you don't get it all off, that's okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be perfect.
Doesn't have to be perfect.
Nope.
Which, for me, that's difficult. You know, it's like I always want it to be
Perfect.
perfect.
But the way I see it is once you use an obscene amount of seasoning and put it on the smoker and build up that bark, you can't ever tell.
Bro.
That's what I always
the
tell people,
truth.
like, don't stress about it. I promise it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I found, here, let's flip it this way.
Yeah.
That way you can cut it in
That's a
here
good
and
call.
try to go
That's a good call.
down.
Yeah.
This right here, too, if you take this fat and actually render it down,
Yeah.
it makes an incredible, like, grease if you're wanting to do, not grease, but if you're wanting to, like, fry up some potatoes or something
Really?
like that. Yeah.
Oh, man. That's killer.
Liquid
Great
gold.
That's a great idea. See, these are the things that I'm just excited about, like this because I love the learning process of this, you know, and cooking. It's one of my favorite things to do. So whenever you're around people that do, you know, that smoke or anything like that, because I'm really new to that too, you know. I've been cooking for a long time.
Yeah.
But, you know, getting to like learn more and more about, like, I mean, even just like trimming this.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
well, so what's
super
crazy
fun.
is, of course, because we didn't inspect them ahead of time, this has got like some crazy seam of fat running down through the whole middle of it.
It's bananas.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
This is why you get to know your butcher.
Yeah.
Again, then you don't even have to worry about it. I think that's perfect.
Is this
you
good?
You can't see any fat if you flip it over.
All right.
Hey, look at that. Bam.
Dude,
Perfect.
I did it.
Perfect.
It's perfect. Let's go. This is how we do it.
Thanks to the power of editing, we now have olive oil.
Yeah,
so
we do.
we can actually, what we'll do is we'll just kind of apply a light coat just to get some moisture on it.
Awesome.
There you go. Spray yours down. And flip that. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now is really my favorite part.
Yeah.
And so the
It's really the
seasoning.
best.
So you can really take one cut of meat, cook it 3 or 4 different times, but the way you season it's just going to give you a different taste every time.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go with our brisket ancho combo. Have
Yep.
you tried that one before?
Literally my wife's favorite.
Well,
It's the best.
That's
It's so good.
We got a winner then.
Yes.
So we took our brisket rub and our ancho espresso rub, combine them, so you get a great level of salt.
Yes.
And then you get that earthiness from the coffee in there.
Yes.
A little
Yep.
bit of brown sugar, so it's
Yep.
perfect.
It really is.
With beef. And then I've got a little sweet heat on there too.
Dude,
I like to put that as like a top
as a
little
top.
layer. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's got some sriracha powder in there.
Awesome.
So what that does is it kind of blends with the SPF that we used in the chimichurri.
Chimichurri, okay,
So it
okay,
kind of brings
nice.
both of those together.
Nice. You know what else I've done with the Brancho is with tri-tip every once in a while, if you just do like a soy sauce soak
Yep.
for, half an hour, and then you basically pull it out and dump Brancho all over it.
Yeah.
And then I love the garlic rub too, so I use that one on a lot of
Heck
stuff. But I'll just like dump those on there and then literally do the same thing that we're gonna do today, which is basically just reverse sear it. It slaps. It's really good.
The reason I love it too is this reverse searing. It's just the way that you can slow cook it. It reduces the chances that you're going to mess it up.
Yes.
And then it allows you to
So
get
real.
that optimal temperature all the way through.
Yep.
Instead of getting well done on the outside and well done, on the top layers, and then it being medium rare, medium on the inside.
Dude,
So,
yeah, that's great.
perfect. You
Let's
feel
go.
good?
I feel great.
All right, man. Let's go to the grill.
Let's go. Come on.
250. We're going to put them on real quick.
Let's go.
These go in. And since we took that layer of fat off, it doesn't matter whether you go top or bottom.
Which side?
Either way is good. So we're gonna keep these on. It'll take probably around 45 minutes to an hour. These are about 3.5 pounds each. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the other grill fired up to about 500 degrees.
Yeah.
Once these come off, we're gonna let them sit for a second with a little bit of butter on them.
Yeah.
And then sear them off. All right, Jordan.
Hey.
The tri-tip has done its thing on the Rectech. It is up to, so we took it up to about 130 degrees.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna cook it to about 140 total.
Okay.
So about that medium range.
Yes.
So we took it up about 10 degrees below where we want to finish.
Yeah.
Now what we've done is we let it rest with a little bit of butter on top.
Which
so the
is
butter does two things.
key.
Flavor, and then what we're gonna do is as we flip it over on these hot coals, that butter's gonna drip down, base those coals, get a little bit of smoke, a little more flames. And your neighbors will hate you, which is my favorite part.
I'm ready.
All right, so we've got the grill up to about 500 degrees. Get a nice bed of coals here.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, you hear that sizzle?
Oh, yeah.
See these flames already popping right up?
I see them.
And that way you can pour a little bit of this butter right over top.
Woo. Man.
Then we're gonna shed it. So we're gonna go about 2.5 minutes on each side. So the idea here is we want to build some caramelization from the sugar and the rub.
Yeah.
Get a little color and just add more layers of flavor.
Yeah. You want that little crispy on the top.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple. All right, man. So now we've got, they could smell it, right?
Dude.
So the guys are here.
The boys.
We smoked up the parking lot.
We did.
The crowd has been patient. It's time to dig in. So guys, thank you so
100%.
much for all your help today and all you do on a daily basis. So
Dude, literally.
it's time. This is my favorite part, sharing the treats,
I
right?
know.
So what we're gonna do, the key to tri-tip is the way to slice it. So the grain actually runs a couple different ways. It's gonna run like this, and then it's gonna run like this. So you can kind of see the way that it V's in.
Yep.
We're gonna cut it against that. Oh man.
Oh, let's go.
And that way, so you can see the grain running like this.
Yes.
So we're gonna cut it this way against the grain. All right, so we're gonna slice this. What I really love about tri-tip 2 is it's something you can get one or two of them, and if you slice it thin enough, you can feed your whole family. So instead of going to buy a couple ribeyes or fillets, spending a lot of money, it's a relatively inexpensive cut.
Yeah.
That you can go real thin, do taco night. It's perfect for that.
It really is.
And it's really quick.
Also the next day.
Yeah.
Stellar for tacos in the morning. If you do some eggs, hash brown stuff, or you can slice it up if you slice it up real thin, you can throw it on a brioche bun with some Lane's barbecue sauce.
Of course.
And I mean,
lots of it, right?
Lots of it, and you're in you're in a little slice of heaven for real.
All right,
dude.
So we've got some of our smoked salt too.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Pop
about
that
this.
on top.
Yes.
Give it a little love. We're gonna cover it with a little of this chimichurri that you whipped up.
Dude, this looks...
What I love about this too is that light, bright flavors.
Yes.
Going with that meat just kind of cuts into that richness.
100%.
So, all right, guys, you've been patient long enough. Get in there.
Get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That was my piece. Biscuit.
All right. I got to get it.
Sorry, man. I think that was the way I was cutting
Cheers,
it.
boys.
Caught.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
So good.
Oh, man.
That's it.
We don't even have to talk.
I know. No. We were going to cook 4 more things, but maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. Jordan, thank you so much.
Dude, thank you. This has
we
been
cannot
so
wait
awesome.
to hear the show.
I'm so excited.
Super pumped. just remember, thank you for watching. Remember, keep experimenting, just doing your thing, and enjoy your night.
I get this feeling in my spirit when I'm low. I hear it calling like a compass in my soul, saying, "Child, come on back now. You've been gone too long. Let me lead you back where you belong, right next to me."
Hey, don't forget to go get all your stuff at lanesbarbecue.com. And I mean, this is what happens, right?
Yeah, well, typically the food disappears, people disappear too.
Exactly, right?
Which is good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good with that.
That's awesome.
That makes us know we did our job.
We did it right,
So,
right?
And don't forget, check out jordanfeliz.com.
Yeah,
You can find your music on Spotify, Apple Music, and check your website for future show dates.
Yeah, jordanfeliz.com. They can find me on Instagram at jordanfeliz. And yeah, we'll see you out there.
Heck yeah, man. Take care, guys.